Hey guys, me again. So I'm at home and I'm using, it's Sunday Arvo and I'm using my selfie stick again. Oh, I still can't use it. Anyway, so I just want to keep going with this video thing. Oh, right. Fail. So my phone fell into the bin. And I'm back. So yes, okay, the thing I want to talk about today is a really important lesson in every entrepreneur's journey, everybody really, and that is implementation over information. So it's this little statement that I learned from working in the entourage. A few weeks ago, actually 2 weeks ago, when I got back from Cancun, there was another workshop, and it's like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They have these 3-day workshops for each class, and Friday mornings we go up there and we mingle with the students. And that morning, we all had to say this one statement together: implementation over information. So the thought behind that is the only difference between the wildly successful students and those who aren't yet is implementation. Because everybody gets the same information, the same strategies, the same mentoring, the same support. The only difference is the implementation of those strategies that they're being taught. And it's the same principle no matter what program you're doing, what course you're doing, whoever's mentoring you, what lessons you're learning. It's all about the action, right? So that's the key to success. Implement what you learn. And it doesn't matter how much information, how many books you read, how much, YouTube videos, inspirational content you read or watch online. None of it is going to matter if you don't try and apply those in your life. So how am I going to take this kind of advice? Well, I've been trying to implement a few things to myself. These YouTube videos included. I know that virtually nobody watches them, but I don't really care. I have never been much of a blogger, and I find that I'm more interested in doing these videos, so I am just working on getting better at it. And I'm applying the advice of Matt Pocius. He says, do a video every day. Volume trumps quality. Document your journey through video. It's effective. And I thought, okay, I'm going to take this guy's advice. He made $1 million when he was 18. So I figured there's a lot of credibility in it. So yeah, I'm going to keep going with these videos, even though I haven't been doing them every day. I've been slack since I got back from Cancun, even during Cancun, because I had these excuses, right? I didn't have enough space on my camera. Wi-Fi was rubbish. My adapter did not fit my, my power thingy, so I couldn't use my laptop, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, I wanted to continue to give myself credit for trying, even though it wasn't as regular as I thought. It doesn't help to be too hard on myself. Another thing that I'm trying to implement is reading more. So the average CEO reads, a book a week. So that's 52 books in a year. I'm not necessarily counting how many books I'm reading. Sometimes I start some and then I start another one. But look, I'm learning to be okay with that. Since I started following Tai Lopez's style of reading, I've changed the way I view reading books. So I read, even though I don't read the whole thing, and I don't feel bad about, reading every word in a book. I say reading something is better than nothing. What I plan on doing is counting all the books that I've read the past year. I'll probably do that at the end of the year and just appreciate how far I've come. I'm reading more books than I ever have in my life, and I'm reading like actually useful stuff, you know, like non-fiction, business books, interesting stuff. Another thing that I am trying to apply is getting up early in the morning. This time last year, I started doing that, waking up at 5, 6 a.m. Then I got a bit slack again during the year. Since I started going, it was like this, you know, I found it really difficult. But I am an early morning person. There's been improvement in that area. I actually enjoy having quiet mornings to myself, and I enjoy going to bed early. And since I started working at the Entourage, having the day job and having to get up and getting the bus every morning has really helped with my morning routine again. So my alarm goes at 5:15 every morning, even on weekends, and I find myself waking up a few minutes before. So I'm like, okay, this is my reward for being awake a few minutes before my alarm. I get to stay in bed until it rings. And another thing that I am implementing in my life is rewarding myself, just creating little reward systems for doing tasks that I have a goal of accomplishing for the day, and then rewarding myself for it. I must admit, I'm finding it really hard to wrap my brain around this reward thing. It just goes to show how conditioned I am to consequences and punishment. You know, if I don't do something, there's usually like a consequence or a punishment. But I'm learning that rewards are more effective. So I'm working to rewire my brain in that area. And I find it really hard to think of things in terms of rewards. Like, what am I going to reward myself for doing this video? You know, crap, a cup of tea, more drawing, YouTube videos. So I'm going to do something after I film this video. And at work, I've discovered these really beautiful paleo brownies at the cafe next door. So that's what I use to reward myself with when I do like really unpleasant tasks at work. And my workmate just laughs at me. I say, this is my reward for getting to this part of the alphabet in my call list and stuff. So she finds it really funny. So yeah, that is another thing I'm implementing. So that's the lesson that I would like to share with you guys. Implementation over information. And even though I haven't been implementing 100%, I'm working on, you know, 1 or 2 habits at a time. I am working really hard not to be so hard on myself for failing or whatever, just focusing on the progress that I've made. Because I think, yeah, that whole mentality of punishing yourself and being hard on yourself doesn't really work for me, and it hasn't been. So I'm just working on being really positive instead of being negative. I'm surprised at how easily it comes to me to be negative, but I'm working on it. So, all right, wherever you are in the world, have a great day. Or I hope you're finishing up your weekend on a really great note, ready for the work week. I know that I am looking forward to working because I actually like my job. So I hope that you guys are also being positive, and I'll see you next time. Bye.